I always forget. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me okay? I am sweaty. I'm a bit of a hot mess. We've just had some rain though, but it's just made it more humid. Hi, everyone. Who was first in there? Simone, hello. Claire, Hazel, Lynette. Crazy Raspberry, Karen, Pauline, Laura, Carmen, Debbie, Prackner, hello, not seen you for a while, unless I've missed you. Yeah, thumbs up everyone, I've done mine. Hey Jeanette, hey Kay, Linda, Vicky, Pippa, loads of people. Hi everybody, let me just pop this back in here. Ooh. How is everybody? How are we all? We all good? Hello, hello, morning, afternoon, good evening, good night. Very hot. Yeah. It's a bit cooler today though, which is nice, and it gets cooler again tomorrow, which is good. So yeah, yesterday was 31 and it was just unbearable, horrible. Hi everyone, hello, hello. Lots of you joining, melting. It's like everything's like, I put my makeup on in the morning and then I'm just like slowly slides off my face. Hot and miserable. Oh no, it's hot, hot, hot. Kerry's doing really well. Good to hear. Deb is loving the heat. I mean, I don't mind the summer, but when you're working, and this room is south facing, so this is our hot room. Can you see the nice shine, the glow? That's sweat. Kay's basking. Yeah, Kay loves the hot weather. I've got all the front of the house. All the curtains are drawn. Windows are open, curtains are drawn, so it is cool, and that's north facing, so it is nice in the evening. So yeah, doing really well. Loving the heat, a bit warm. Hello everyone, Scorcher today in Manchester. Oh, yeah, it's pretty hot. Right, before I get started, I've got 3 more cards that I've received here. Honestly, you guys, these are incredible. So I've got this lovely one here, which is using the new, well, last collection. And can you see? There we go. I'll turn the camera in a minute so you can see them. Got this one here. This is from Lynette. And then you pull this one. There we go. And you got the Happy Birthday and the crab and the beach house. How cool is that? I'm trying to get the light on it a bit better. There we go. So I received that one. And you've got the number 6 there, made to surprise. Antimonte, congratulations on your 6 years of MTS with Love Lynette. Thank you very much. I'm going to add it onto the mantle. And then I got this, the time that's gone into this to print off all of the pictures. This is from Tracy. I don't know, is Tracy and Lynette, are you here? Just been, hello, newborn baby in my arms. Oh, Lou, how lovely. Congratulations. Just been in the pool, now sat in the shade to dry off. Nice. Look at this. So it's using the latest waterfall, Hip Hip Hooray, 6th birthday. Again, you'll see it better when I turn it around, I think. But on every one of those panels is a different collection of Made to Surprise. So as you turn it, can you see all the different collections? I'll go that way, don't I? And then underneath it says Happy Birthday. Oh no, birthday. With the pattern paper. Like I said, I'll do it again when I turn the screen. How cool is that? Brilliant. Absolutely love it. And then this one's come in a beautiful box. It's a little bit squashed, but it's still arrived beautifully. That's all on the front there. It's got all the glaze and everything. Okay, you can see. And this one made me laugh. Beautifully packaged. Look, all the tissue paper. And this one is from Pauline. Again, I don't know if you're in the chat, you guys. And this one, you pull the tabs. Ready? So you've got the lady swinging from the chandelier. That's me. And then when you pull the sides. So she's added this is the double slider circular one from many, many years ago with one of the lovely toppers from the 3D display. Look at all the dimension, the amount, again, of detail that's gone into that. And it's got a little stand on the back and it says, I can't think of anyone else that is more deserving of an incredibly happy day. Happy 6th birthday to Made to Surprise, love, Pauline. How wonderful that I haven't got a big enough mantle. Oh, Lynette, you're there. Thank you, Lynette. Pauline, yep, you're there. And who else did I say? That one there, Tracy Ann. I don't know if Tracy Ann. Oh, yeah, there's Tracy Ann. Oh, so all of you there. Thanks, guys. Again, 3 beautiful cards, but I'm going to have to, because I want to keep these up for a little bit longer, really. So I might have to balance one on top of that one. There you go. We've got Pauline's on top of Simone. Kind of. And then, oh, actually, no, I'll show you. Let me flip the camera and I'll show you them and then I'll sort them out later. But again, honestly, I didn't know these were, turning up. So when they arrived, it's just so nice to get cards like this. Thank you. Very, very special. Let's flip the camera down. There we go. So you can see, if I turn the main light off now. There we go. So that is Pauline's one there, so you can see the detail better. Isn't that clever? And then this one here, you can see, so you've got the circular waterfall, then we've got slide and hide, go in full circle, swivel and see, let the good times roll. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, we've come unstuck here. I'll just hold it there. Oh, something's, are we caught on something? What's going on here? Why is it not working? Oh, maybe, oh, I think it might have just caught on the balloon there. Sorry. So what did we have? Let the good times roll, against the grain, slide and glide. That one, oh, that was just a mini collection. That's just, again, made to make. Blooming Wonderful, Enchanted Forest. What was that? Show Stopping Christmas. Yeah, it just caught on that little bit of that balloon. How cool is that? Isn't it cool? Good evening from Chile. Soon to be wet Perth, Australia. Got the circular waterfall collection yesterday. Hopefully have a play with it tomorrow. Oh, I'm glad it arrived there safely. It's not, that didn't take too long actually, did it? And then, where's the other one? Oh, this one. A blue one from Lynette. So that just goes down like so. Aren't they cool? Nice to be loved. Really beautiful cards. So yeah, some nice inspiration. And I like that you've used, these are the Rick Rack nesting dies from Creative Craft Products. And I like the way you've put that on the top. Completely, just gives it another look again. I think that looks really cool. And using the toppers on top of that one as well, I think is really nice. Oh, I've noticed you've got the balloon embossing folder on there as well. I love the lady swinging. She's just hilarious. Oh, thank you. So thank you so much for sending those. They are beautiful and they will go in my little keepsake box and be, looked after. So thank you very, very much. Right, today we're going to make a card that is a variation of, I think a few people have requested this and I've seen it going around on Instagram reels, TikTok reels, things like that. These are my measurements. I've just seen the images and kind of gone from there. It's using the twist and pop mechanism. So if you have twist and pop, you could probably use that, or at least use that as a template for this as well. Now I'm probably going to change this up a little bit again, but just to give you, oh, it's that way, an idea, it's this one. Now I don't know what it's called because the video that I saw is on Pinterest, and it's this, and you can't, there's nothing here. I can't go to anything. There's no, she's literally uploaded it to Pinterest. So I don't know who this person is. That's all she's put, hashtags. So I've just gone, she's using centimeters, I think. So I'm just using my own. But that's what I've seen. But I don't know, like I said. I'll try and credit like you know, another account or something, but I don't know. I don't even know how old it is. And then you go on to all, oh, TikTok. Hang on a minute, is that her there? Oh, it's Tanu Creative. Well, there you go. Why does it not show it on that one then? Unless she's cropped it out. Oh, so it's Tanu Creative. I've seen some of her cards before. And I'm going to do a bigger panel like that. But I thought it'd look nice with the animals. I'm going to have the heads popping out. Anyway, I better turn that off because I might get copyright on the music. I don't know how that works. I forget with YouTube. Hopefully I was talking too much. So there you go, Tanu Creative. So if you follow her, I know some of you probably do on YouTube, then you probably can find it. I think that's quite small though. She does a lot for mini albums and like scrapbook layouts. So yeah, have a little look. The size might be a different one for you. Love the Hip Hip Hooray on the two of those funky, yeah, circles. They look good, don't they? Brilliant. Finally getting back to Florida and getting married. Can't stay for all the life, but we'll catch up later. Oh, that's okay. No worries. Door's just gone. Oh, honestly, 1 minute, guys. Oh. Done. Oh, right. Typical. So yeah, going to do this one, but I thought it'd look nice with some of the characters here. I might just do loads of the same, loads of the cheeky monkey, any of these, big sentiment. You could have a bigger sentiment on that, but also, so you can change the size of this. Obviously mine there, can you see they don't hide behind, I mean, it doesn't matter because that closes anyway. But I think this would be nice with just florals stuck on. So you could have a little panel on there if you wanted to, but you can just stick directly onto the little like triangle sections. But then you can do a bigger panel. I might do a jungle scene. I think the jungle papers will look good. This is on a 5x7 side fold. There's no reason why you can't have it displayed like this as well. So maybe depending on your theme. I haven't put mine right in the center, but to be fair, yeah, you could go a little bit off, I guess. But this you could put in any size. These are what you can change. You can change the size of these. Excuse me. Hi, Hayley. So you can change the size of those. In fact, you can change the size of that, that, and that. All you need is that internal little bit. The rest of it you can really kind of play around and make up. All right, so if you want to craft along, grab yourself some paper. I am going to use... Let me grab my background papers first, and then I can decide on what colour I want to do the cardstock. I could do an inky background. This would be a good under the sea one as well, because you could have fishes floating and kind of popping up, because you could use acetate as well. Just attach it to some acetate. See, that's quite a nice. That would be nice. Sorry, again, all the windows are open, so you're going to hear everything, but I cannot close anything. It's too hot. Too hot. Maybe that. Oh, there we go. That's probably a better one. Yeah, I might use this one. Have I got 2 of that? Sorry guys, just see if I can find my other animal. Got a few different ones. I could do the nice pinks as well. Got this one, the Animal Madness, which launched with it. So you've got your crocodile skin, that's beautiful. You've got animal fur, peacock feathers. That one's what I wanted. Oh, I've only got 1 sheet. I'm going to need more than 1 sheet. Should definitely have another one of these paper pads. Just check it's on the bottom. Grass. See, that's another nice one though, that little enchanted forest one. Not until you flick through all the old scenes, forget half the ones that you brought out. So I've got the little 6x6 pad, but I need 5x7. I usually have 2 or 3 pads. I can't imagine I've used up a whole pad of that one. See, that's another nice one as well. What was in that one? Ah, see, I don't think I've used that one. I might use that one instead. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this one. From the Positive Vibes. Because, yeah, this was a second pack, so I've not even opened this. So, let's pop this one away. And in here, you've got, that one's a good one, but you've got this one. I think that one will work very well because I'm going to need, I want to cover the back, I want to cover that, and I want to cover that panel. And then we can die cut some leaves and stuff and build it up, big sentiment, all that good stuff. So I'm going to use, probably going to need 3 pieces actually. At the front, I may cut an aperture because I don't want to decorate it, so we'll see. Hey Susan, we'll see how we go. So I'm going to use a nice green to go with that. So how is everyone? I know a lot of us are hot, but other than that, how is everybody? Great. Anybody been up to much? What we've been doing? We've just been in the garden. Been in the garden. Might use a couple of greens because they go nice together. I think I'm going to go for those. Hey Simone. Oh, that's Hayley. Hi Susan. Who was that there? I started working again and I'm trying my best to fit crafting back into my routine. I miss crafting. I mean, this is my work, but obviously it's also my hobby, so it's probably not the best one to be able to comment really, but it's hard. Yeah, I couldn't imagine ever having to not have this as my full-time, thing. So it would, yeah, I can imagine it's hard. So this is going to be my card blank. So I'm going to cut this to 10x7. And then I'm going to use that, I think, as the other panel inside. But I'm probably going to need another pattern paper for the front as well. So 10x7. And then you want to score along the 10-inch side at 5 inches. And fold that in half. And then that'll be strong enough. You want to do a piece of 7 by, so you can overhang, but then you won't have as much. If you want to get the full amount popping out, then you'd want to do 7 by, where's the end of that arrow? 7 by 2 3/4 would be your big panel if you wanted it to cover that. So I think what I might do is cut the mechanism from this end, and then I can use, because I want to keep it all green. So let me just trim this down. But I'm going to rip this out just so I can remember what measurements, because I do inches, so just want to make sure. I didn't put too much glue on. Yeah. So like I said, the twist and pop is like that bit with the long either side. So you could certainly use that as a template and maybe alter it. This is, you want a piece of 2 by, where am I? 2 by 5. That's our mechanism. I know some of you just write this down. 2 by 5. Hey Kim, there's a lovely breeze coming through my window, 28 degrees here. Yeah, it's definitely, I said it hit 31 yesterday, which was just so uncomfortable. Poor little Monty. I mean, he was fine. He's got a little cooling bandana. He's got a coat that goes on him, which is like a cooling coat, because he doesn't like the water. So it's really hard when you've got a dog who hates getting wet. So I have to like douse him with a hose. I'm like chasing him with that or holding him and just totally douse him in it. And then he has zoomies. He didn't have a walk yesterday because even first thing in the morning it was too hot. But the day before I managed to get him out the door at 6:15. And it was actually really nice to just have a little bit of that cool breeze as well on yourself before the day. So yeah, it's been hard. When, you know, like this it's not as bad. I think it's like 25 to 26 today. Right. So for your mechanism, just trim. It's like that fluffy cardstock. It gets, I don't know where this one's from. Oh, trimmed a bit of the edge off there. Right. So you want that piece of 5 by 2. Along the 5-inch side, you want to score at 1, 3.5, and 4.5. You also want to put a little mark at 2.5 at the top and bottom. So 2.5, you can just flip it and do 2.5, however you want to do that. So score at 1, 3.5, and 4.5, but put a little notch at 2.5 at the top and the bottom. Okay. You then want to attach those two. So I'm just going to use my ruler and use that one. So where you've got, I just use this as a template. I draw, you've got that score line, that score line, that score line, and then you've got your little mark there and there. We want to score now from that marker down to that corner, and then that marker to that corner to create that. I call it the twist and pop because it's kind of what it is, but that cross. So I'm just going to lay my stylus down because these are score lines. And again, like so. And then if you fold all of those, just fold them back anyway, just fold them all. And then the cross, you want to create mounting folds. Again, show you on this. So you're doing fold, 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 and then you want to fold across on those. And then you should be able to push down here and fold all that under, like so. Okay. What's that from Italy? Still 31, slight breeze. Yeah, the breeze is all right. Like I said, I don't mind the heat if there's a little bit of shelter from something. Yeah, twist and pop. Delicious ice cream, yeah, nice. So yeah, that's your twist and pop mechanism. But it's slightly different because you've got a longer bit here. So you might have to trim the twist and pop from one end. But grab it, take it out. As long as you get something that you have the whole cross section and then a 1/2 inch tab. And then this part, you can see it's longer with a 1 inch, because whatever the depth of the twist and pop is, if you measure, so this is 1 inch, but if you measure that on the twist and pop, you need to make sure the tab's the same depth at that end. Okay. But that's it. And we stick that in, and then everything else you can just, you know, adjust to however you want it. Before I stick that in, obviously I want to add my pattern paper, but that's literally all it is. It's an easy, that is easy to change, you know, and do your, you know, if you want to use it on like a bigger card, you want a smaller one. The cross is 2 by 2, 2 inch there, and then 2 inch across. Do your cross, have that middle score line. Hey Avril, hey Benita. Okay, easy peasy. So let's cover, like I said, I'm going to cut an aperture, because again, I think it'd be nice to see one of the faces, and then when you open it, more faces are going to appear. So it should be quite fun. Could do this as a card for Charlie, because it's his birthday in 2 weeks. And I have used the animals before with him, I think, actually. So I'm going to cut myself 3 pieces of 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. Take that off, keeps going through. I've got loads of windows open. You know, when you have all of the, you wonder why your battery drains so fast. 6 3/4. I'll try and do them. Yeah, keep them all that way. It's like non-directional, but I guess for this, because it's quite in your face. And then make sure it's all the right way. 1 2 3, and then that might be enough actually for the front panel. And if I cut it right, it could look like it's just a continuation of the design as well. This would look nice actually with like a farmyard scene or something. You could have the barn and then the animals popping out of the barn. Space, underwater, it's always those same ones, isn't it? Creamy vanilla and chocolate dream. Oh, ice cream, nice. I did this type a few months ago, very effective. Sounds yummy. Sam, I'm convinced you already did one for Charlie. Not like this. I have done card with these animals for Charlie before, but I've not done this card before. Is Mike here? Is he? I missed. Oh yeah, Mad Mike. Oh, I just read your comment. Hiya. Yeah, but I've not done this card. I've done quite a few with these animals. I can't remember what we did. Done the tiger come for tea. We did the should have an album really of just the cards that I've done for Charlie, because I always forget. How are they holding up, Kay? Have they drove you mad? Although they drive you mad anyway, but Monty's just an exhibitionist. I mean, he's an exhibitionist at the best of times, but in this heat, he is just, it's all hanging out. He don't care. He come up this morning. He sleeps downstairs in the front anyway, so it is cooler, but he come up this morning, and usually he comes up, we have a cuddle, and he goes straight under the covers. No, he just went straight on the top, and he kind of just went like that, and all fours up in the air. I was like, oh, nice. Thanks for that. No, I wasn't sure about that card for Charlie, because I thought I was going to end up making him another one. Do you remember? I can't remember what that one is. And I remember when I made it, though, I said, oh, I'll probably end up doing him another card. But I can't remember what that was. It says, if I die while lifting weights, add more weight, then call 911. Oh, I don't know what you're chatting about. Yeah, so. But if it cools down a little bit, I don't mind when it's like 23, 24 in this room, because it's just nicer to work in. But What's it saying it is now? Let's have a look. It is 27 right now. Which for those of you in Fahrenheit, that's about 80, 85, I think. It hit 92 day before yesterday. Or was it yesterday? No, I think it was yesterday. And it's still like in the low 90s for most of the UK. But the reason why it's hard for us here is because we have homes that are built to keep us warm. And we don't have, traditionally, we don't have air conditioning, and we have humidity. So that's why. Because a lot of people that live in hot climates always go, "Well, that's nothing." It's quite choking, especially if you're in London, the big cities. So yeah, it's all right when I lived in Malaysia because I had the aircon and stuff. And it's nice because you have that kind of respite, you know, a place to get away from it. I've got nowhere in the cottage, and you put a fan on and it just blows around warm heat. Right. But we also like to moan as well. Right, I'm going to cut my window into this. I'm going to cut it in the middle because then I know that that is going to be in the middle. So whatever decoration is going to be on there, I'll make sure you can see through the aperture. Let's see. Could do the inverted scallop one. That's quite that'd be a nice finish inside the card. I haven't used those for a while. I might do that one with my circles. Where's the other ones gone? On the main ones. You've got to make sure that whatever you stick, because there's 1 inch there, so that's going to stick against that side. So my aperture needs to be at least 1 inch out from that side. So just bear that in mind. So I'll probably go for that smaller one, which would be enough for, yeah, it would be slightly off from the, be more towards that side. But I think that'll work, so I can have a nice sentiment there anyway. If I put a little border on it as well. Have it like there. 2-2-ish. My aperture size, for anybody interested, is 3 diameter. Oh, excuse me. Where am I? No aircon. I was thinking of moving into where did I go? Co-op. I went into the co-op and I was like, oh, this is so nice. And just in my car, I deliberately, when I got in the car yesterday, because I'd walk and get Monty, but it was like 32 degrees at 4 o'clock. I was like, I'm not picking, walking to get Monty. So I got in the car, but the steering wheel, everything was so hot. And it only takes me like a minute to drive to Monty's. So I couldn't do that. So I drove for about 10 minutes. I just drove all around the neighbourhood, really, just to get the aircon and the car really cooled down. Because poor little thing, he'd be really struggling. Oh, I thought I hadn't put the base plate in. Yeah, so not nice. I need to get a new. How many times have I said I've got to get a new one of these? Look at the state of this. I've cut it so many times. Yeah, I knew I'd squash. That's the only thing. You squash the glue out, you can get rid of most of it, but you've got to be careful with that construction glue. again, a lot of that dries up anyway. I just don't want to sweat. That's the only thing. I hate sweating. Does it cut through? Just get away with that. Oh no. It's the only thing with the coated design on the papers. Again, the frame's going to cover that, and leaves and stuff will cover it. Yeah, it can take off the top. We've actually changed that in the factory now. So the papers that are coming out, we don't have that coating on anymore. That's fine, because I'm going to put a frame around that anyway, so that doesn't matter. But now, if you imagine, that will be stuck. So whatever panel and design we have on there, you'll see outside the card as well, which will look nice. Just looking at the weather, and we are going to have some thunderstorms. We've had ours. We've just, it was a big downpour earlier, but that was nice. Such changeable weather in the UK, yeah. Mine looks the same. It's probably an inch narrower than it should be at this stage. I don't know what you're talking about. What colour cardstock? I don't know where this one's from. I think it was like a Hobbycraft pack, because it goes all fluffy on the edges, and it's only a lightweight as well. Okay, so now we can stick this down. So you want to fold it under like that. This 1 inch tab's going to go onto here. The 1/2 inch is going to stick onto this bit here. So if you stick that down first, I'm going to use the quick grab glue. And just cover like so. Sit that up to the fold, obviously in the middle of your card. So this is 7, so I'm just going to line my ruler up. Oh, let's bang on 3.5. That point, you want that in the middle. If that's where you want it positioned, like I said, some of you might have it a little bit higher up. You might have just one bit coming down from the bottom. It could be like a swinging monkey or something like that. It doesn't have to be the double either. And then close that up and just leave that, because you don't want that to come off. And then whilst that's drying, I'm going to try and find those other circle. If I left them down here, circle dies, just so I can do the frame. I might do a little white frame. Oh, there they are. These coordinate with all of these, you see. So yeah, there you go. It'd be perfect. So I'll cut that one with the original one that you cut your aperture with. So that one, so you put those two together, and then it will give you a frame. I mean, I could do, is that the one in between? No, that one's in between. Do a thinner one. I know I want to cover some of that white, but I'm going to be putting leaves on here, but I think I prefer a thinner. Yeah, I'm going to do a thinner one. So I'm going to do a little, I might use that card there actually. Just, oh, it's not going. It does, it doesn't quite go in. How much room would that give? I think that's a bit too flimsy maybe. If I cut that separately first, we'll see. I call them like a polo mint frame. You know when you suck a polo and it gets really, really thin? That's the frames that I like, those really tiny ones. So we'll try that. What die sets? These are all Creative Craft Products ones, Shaz. Hey Karen, weather warning North Bristol for thunderstorms. Yeah, we've had it. We had ours at like 10 o'clock this morning. Was it 10, half 10, something like that? So it could be what's travelling its way. But you always kind of know that if you're going to have extreme heat, it's usually followed by thunderstorms, which was typical because I drenched the garden last night. Cut that again. Oh, something to look out for on Friday. Me and some Made to Surprise friends, 4 of us, are doing a little mini YouTube hop. It's going to be starting at 10 o'clock. So I will be promoting it tomorrow. and there will be some new items added to the birthday kind of sale that we've been running all month. But obviously by the end of the month that will all finish, so you won't be able to get these offers for long or much longer. Because that is going to go live at 10, I will be live at 11 on Friday. Okay, just so that we can get that promoted out and you can just watch that and then come and join me at 11 and I'll promote it a bit more as well. But yeah, I don't want to go live whilst those videos all go live at the same time. So plus I want to make sure it all, you know, goes off nicely. So, but yeah, look out for that. You've got 4 tutorials, all using Made to Surprise, which would be nice. Swansea are having thunder and lightning according to the live lightning. English summer, typically 2 nice days, then a thunderstorm. I thought they'd all gone now as they are arriving in other countries now. I've been having problems with my post with some going missing. I didn't want to, I don't know what that's about. Thunderstorm with rain. Thunderstorm with rain or dry rain. Yeah, big downpour. Proper big blops, you know, thick rain. But it was nice because it was cool. So it was actually quite nice. It was funny because I was doing the hose in the garden and last night, and then I found myself just hosing myself. I went all up my arms, around my back, and all my feet, which is great. You know, cover your feet because it cools you down quicker. And isn't it your wrists and your ankles? You should cool those down first. And dogs, it's their paws, isn't it? If you want to cool them down quickly, get their paws. Something like that. Okay, so we're going to add some leaves and you won't see those little bits of white there, so that'll be good. And then what you want to do now is add your glue. Remember which way you stick that. Is it that way? Because as that pulls that up, yeah. So add your glue to your 1/2 inch tab. Keep it all folded under, all right? You can see how that's all stuck. Just close your card. So again, just kind of leave that for a minute. Well, you could open it actually, just carefully, because that stays at a right angle. And that's all going to get disguised in a minute anyway. So you can see whatever's there, so whatever cute character we have, you'll see as well. But then we're going to have some new ones appear. So I want to have, I think, 1 long piece, or like I showed you, I've got rid of it now. You can have a small square, so you still see elements of what's underneath. Like you know, if it's flowers and stuff, I think that'll look nice. But for this one, I think I'm going to do a piece of 7, and you want it to be the width of this. You could overhang a little bit, but the more you keep it right up to the width of that, the more you'll see that pops out. Okay. All major pulse points on humans, dogs inside legs and paws. Oh, really? So that makes sense then why he opens his legs all the time. Hi, Beth. Hi from North Carolina. So happy for getting badly needed rain. Good excuse to craft too. Hey, Violet. I love that name. Such a nice name. Big splotty raindrops. Yeah, that's what they were. So yeah, 2.5 by 7 is what I'm going to cut. I'm going to use, I don't got any more of that same green. It doesn't matter. It's a little bit. Oh, is that it? No. That's a bit stronger. Is that 7? I don't think that is it? Oh, it is bang on 7. Oh, I'm going to use this one because it's just a bit stronger. 7 by, was it 2.5? I'm going to just go a smidge over, just so that point is definitely hidden. That's going to go right up there. So you can see the different kind of look you get now by adding that big platform. I'll bring it up. So you could have makeup. This could be a vanity, and then underneath the trays of all the makeup and stuff come out. Would look nice, and that's your mirror. If you imagine, you know, cut that down to a small piece, so it's just that size. You want to keep your width so that covers that piece. But, you know, it could be something smaller, and then you already see all the elements here as well. I think that looks quite nice. And then I'm going to put the same pattern paper back on again, so it just looks like it's just everything's kind of camouflaged, which I think would be good. It's nice because it displays well that way. Mine's going to display this way, but you can easily have it that way as well. So play around. Now what I do want to try and do is have the pattern of the paper kind of join. So what is that? That's that design. I think it is that, isn't it? Yeah, look, that matches there. Is that the same? No, it's not, is it? That's that bit. I need a full. They're all cut the same, aren't they? Yes, of course it's going to be the next bit along. Imagine this was a space theme though, and then all the planets all pop out. I think would look good. So it's just after, so it's down there where I need to cut. Mind you though, it's not going to go right up to that anyway, but so if I use that and line that up and then cut, then I know that that's where I need to be. You don't have to be this detailed, but it's a nice little detail. I think if you've got a proper scene, then I would. And then from that side, I'm going to cut it, what was it, 2 3/4? No, 2 5, because I went over a little bit, didn't I? So I'm going to do 2 3/8. 1 2 3. And then I need to cut from, which point would be the bottom of this, isn't it? Oh no, but that does work. So yeah, cut from the bottom, 7 3/4, 6 3/4, sorry. Yeah. Like I said, you don't have to do it like I have, but it's just a nice little touch. Yeah. Big birthday numbers would be cool. Yeah, big number in the middle. This strawberry cornetto is doing the treats. I had a, what did I have in the fridge? The Twisters. I love a Twister. Love Twisters. And then all you want to do is add your glue all onto this bit. Actually, you might want to stick, yeah, if you've not done this style before, then I wouldn't do this bit because you want to be able to see where you're sticking there. I'm just going to leave that open because I want to make some little panels. Now, I am going to heavily cover these panels. You're not really going to see them anyway. And the size of these, like I said, can vary. All you want to make sure is that you don't go any, when this closes, from the point here to that is that's the amount of room you've got to play around with. So I don't want to go too close. So 3.5, can't go any taller than 3.5 because it has to be able to go back in. In fact, I wouldn't even go to max of 3.5. I'd do 3 because it needs the clearance to slide back into that, because obviously it slides up like this. But I'm not even going to do mine that big because I don't need them to be, because I want the heads of these animals to pop up. So I think I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to do 2 by 2, little 2 by 2 squares, and then you can build up on them. Like I said, Tanu Creative, I didn't realize it was hers. She must have cropped out her little watermark on the Pinterest, and She should link really, although another one was, but there was no way of me knowing it was her until I scrolled down and saw another one. So I don't know if it's still on here, just so you can see. Oh, it's gone off now. I forgot. History. We'll go on to, doesn't bring it back. No, I've lost it. Like I said, I don't know how long ago she did this. Tank Creative. No. It should be so far down. Anybody know what she called it? Can anybody find it on her channel? Because I know some of you follow her probably. I can't find it. I'll be here forever. But yeah, bear that in mind. Right, what you're going to do is stick these onto these two triangles only. So I'll just put a little cross, that one and that one. That's all you're sticking. So I'm going to use the quick grab glue and just cover that one and that one. Is this making sense for anybody that's never seen it before, who's writing down the measurements, who's crafting along? And then you're sticking the point up to the edge and then down. And then this one will stick right next to it. But you could stick that on and still do this. You'll be able to see it when you're doing it, but with me teaching it, it's easier if I do it like this. Oh, Aladius, thank you. She's just dropped it in there. Hi everyone, the animals came in 2x2. Oh yeah, very good, Sharon. So just make sure that is dry before you start moving it. Oh, I'm just going to whack that on quickly at the same time. So that all hides underneath. Let that all stick. Yeah, I'm not going to open it yet because I'll pull that out otherwise. So that top bit will be fine, but it's the underneath ones. There we go. How cool is that? Like I said, it can be that way, but the heads are going to be higher up. Probably on this bit here, I reckon, actually. And you could have some other characters that just say like permanent. They just stay on there. Have some other heads there. You can add more. So just use them as a platform, as like an anchor. But if you imagine if you've got that on 8x8, you'll have all this space. So you'll have a lot more room. I think this is still enough even in the 5x7, to be fair. So, oh, bye, Karen. Sorry, I don't think I said hello. Sorry, I missed you. So yeah, then we decorate. So we need to plan out where we're going to have our characters and which ones we're going to use. And obviously some of them are in different directions as well, like facing different ways. We've definitely got to have the monkey because he's just very fun. And he's just got the cutest little face. You know, imagine him right there. You see how he would pop out there. I want to have a sentiment and stuff down here with the leaves. We'll die cut some of those leaves. Definitely have him. Definitely have our croc. So he could be poking up from there. Hello, handsome. Let's go wild on your birthday. See, that would be nice. That would be nice on the front here with one of the crocodiles like there. So that one, that one. Don't know whether to just keep with them because he'll be green. He'll look cool. I could add in pink with the flamingo. It's time to go wild. Let's monkey around on your birthday. Zebra. So you could have it open this way as well, and you get another look again. It's almost like a theatre, like a Punch and Judy, you know, some kind of, I don't know, you can do all sorts with it. So many things you can make with a simple mechanism. I know, it's cool, isn't it? I'm just wondering now which way I want this to actually to be. Whether I do that way. Because the heads look good, you know, like on here. But then they wouldn't pop out. They'd be upside down that way, wouldn't they? Or should I just stick with it that way? I don't know. Butterfly, yeah, you could have 2 butterfly wings. Because you can go shorter with that mechanism as well. Yes, the crock popping through the panels looks like snapping. See, I'm wondering whether to just do lots of crocodiles. Lots of crocodiles with let's go wild on your birthday and then snappy birthday to you inside. And it's that kind of movement I think works quite well, and just lots of crocodiles. What do we think? But I do like the monkey as well. Laura didn't get those stamps. I must have had a brain fart when they came out. Oh, I love my heads. That sounds really weird. That sounds terrible. Yeah, I love all these creatures, animals. Have a rawsome day. What do you think? Yeah, I just think lots of crocodiles look really good. Let's do that. We'll do that. I could always add a cheeky little monkey somewhere, maybe later on. We'll see. Right, let's do a little bit of colouring. Plus it'd be easy as well to colour them all in the same colour. And all the leaves and all the different greens as well. Should use my big words. They look nice. Sam, could you make that into a Father Christmas going down the chimney? Add feet. You could actually. You could have the fire, couldn't you? Yeah, I think that would look good. I think what else would have that kind of movement? I don't know. Yes, sounds cool. Didn't get those stamps. This would make a great birthday card for Kelly. Of course, I was just inquiring. Oh, what's that post? Post missing. Of course, I do. I was just inquiring as I had post go missing and would hate for that to be one of them. I don't know, Julie, what you're talking about. Oh, Julie, you were on about your competition win. Father Christmas, let's go. Half of the stuff's already gone to the post office. There's another lot to go out, so you'll be getting it. Don't panic. Father Christmas legs go down chimney. Yeah, I think so. Sounds good. Yes, with the monkey in the middle. There's lots. Yeah, there is a lot. That's the thing. That's why it's nice to do these kind of videos, because it's an all orientation style, isn't it? Because I do kind of like it up that way as well. I don't know. Right, let's do some crocs. Let's do, what should I say, one, if we did 1, 2, maybe 6 crocodiles and one monkey. Wasn't there a magazine that had Sam stamps on a few years ago? I'm sure of it. There's been a few magazines. Done a few now. He looks like the crocodile in like Peter Pan or Hook on the map. See where all the crocodiles are. I'll cut the grass this afternoon or after I've finished. It's growing so fast, and because it's still a new lawn and I've reseeded it, it's like I'm a little bit obsessed with it. Like I go out every morning and I'm literally like this with my glass, proving to my lawn. And Monty's good because he's a male dog. He doesn't pee on grass. He needs a stick or a post. So I'm not getting any yellowing or anything like that either. Just who knows what I've done. Which is nice. There's very few weeds. There'll just be ones that were already in the soil, you know, from when I leveled it all and stuff. So 6 crocs for 6th birthday. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because it's going to be 6 for his 6th birthday, and then the monkey is Charlie. Be right back, no problem. Double pop out card, I think is what she calls it. Double pop out card. Okay, I might call it panel, pop out panel. I've already got that. This is the thing, it gets to the point where it's hard to find different names because there's so many variations and different, you know what I mean? Everything, I don't know. You know what I mean? It all just kind of looks the same. His die is a mirror image, so I'm going to stamp him twice and stick them back to back so he can be on the front. And then I think when you open it, you'll have all the crocodiles, which say have a snappy birthday. Oh, what am I about? No, he's not because of the hair. I might be able to get away with it though, to be fair. If I cover it with some leaves, we'll see. Just got much cooler and cloudy. Have you got it? Is it hot over in Ireland as well though? Is it hot there as well? It's lovely though, hearing the birds and stuff. I sat out really late the other night as well, which was nice. Little water fountain on. And it's weird, this time last year, me and Dad pulled that tree trunk out of the ground. And it was all mud. So to be at this point now is pretty cool. Let me just put in some colouring inspo. Cartoon, what was that? Crocodile. Just like to get got there. So it's like lighter. It's like lighter under the skin, darker green on the top. It's quite a good one there actually. It's very similar. Yeah, it's all got that. So he's got like a yellowy colour. Do we think yellow? I don't know. I think I'll do just the lighter green. Yeah, lighter green, darker green, and then a darker green again for the what are those called? Scales? Let's do it's quite a good top colour. Can you do rotating card that uses a similar mechanism? Would love to see your take. Can you do a rotating card? What do you mean, rotating? I've just launched that circular waterfall. Is that what you mean? 25 degrees in cork. Oh, okay. They're quite good together. They're quite good crocodile colours. But then they don't really go with the papers so well, whereas these do. So maybe not so olivey and stick with brighter. So if we do, because that goes quite well with that. That one, I think I need more of just like a proper green. That's a good one. What about that one and that one? And then that one for the scales. So do the underbelly first. I think the weekend's a bit cooler as well. I think we've even got a little bit of rain forecast, but it's pretty dry. Oh my God, I went up in the loft as well to get the fan down. It was like a sauna. It was absolutely awful going up into that loft. At least it's a nice half term. Been the hottest May bank holiday, isn't it, for whatever ever recorded. Although I swear it was like this when we were kids in the 80s. We always had great summers, I feel, when I was a child. I've got not really many memories of sitting in when it's been raining, unless I was just always playing out. I'll do blending and shading and all that lot in a bit. I'm just going to lay all the colour down first. Just heard the thunder. Love the mechanism cards. So do my grands. I just can't wait to see what they're both got. Oh, isn't that nice though when you know they're looking forward to seeing what you do. What's that one? Yeah, that one. What's everyone having for their dinner? Or what's everyone been living on? Salad? I've had new potatoes, lots of like potato salady things. I think I'm going to cook a steak tonight. I've got some prawns as well in the fridge. Do a surf and turf. Do you hear my stomach then? Do like a surf and turf. I just don't feel like eating a lot. It's this warm. Just thirsty more than anything. I might just have an ice cream. That's it. I couldn't sleep in my room last night, so got the spare mattress downstairs and slept in the dining room. Guess where I will be sleeping tonight? It's awful, isn't it? Isn't it uncomfortable? I am tempted, because obviously it's only May, we've got all summer yet. I'm tempted to invest in that Shark fan. It's meant to be amazing. Anybody got it? And it's silent, or you can have a silent setting. Because that's the only thing that annoys me is with the fans I've got, they're all noisy, and I need complete silence when I sleep. But has anybody got the Shark fan? It's meant to be lovely. You can put water in it, make it really cold. There's those little desk ones you can get as well, where you can put the ice cubes in, like the holder bit that goes with it, I guess. I don't know. I can just always keep it in my craft room, and then when I need it, like in the evenings. So like I said, the front of the house downstairs is fine, but my bedroom, even though that's north facing, it's up high, so heat obviously rises, so it's still uncomfortable, but it's bearable. Yeah, lots of salads. Oh, hey Deborah, nice to have you here. Mexican orzo chicken, that's nice. Yeah, I've got some chicken. I've got orzo as well. Might be having homemade lasagna, yummy. We always leave our loft door open on hot days, so to cool the upstairs. Does that work, Trish? What if I open my hatch? Is that so all the heat rises into the loft? I don't understand how that would. I'd be one thinking that all that heat would just circulate more into the cottage. Is this a thing now? Is this something I should know? Because I'll do it if it works. Although I might be a bit scared that like some creatures living in my loft and it'll come down in the night and get me. I've been living on no churn homemade ice cream. It's so good. Oh, I like the sound of that. Yes, salads, but burger tonight. Nice, good choice. I like a burger. I brought the Dyson one, the oval one. Yeah, is that got the hole in the middle, Tez? Is that the one you mean? I've seen those. They look good as well. You can buy cooling mat to put under your sheet. Yeah, I've seen those. I think my nan had one actually. A Dyson fan for tartar and salad. Yes, because hot air rises. Okay. Maybe I'll do it, leave it throughout the day, but I'd have to close it at night. It's right by my bedroom door as well. I think I'd just be paranoid. Or like if a bird come down, or not that there's any birds or anything can get in, but I don't know. Maybe if I didn't live on my own, I wouldn't care so much. Salad all the way, yeah. Oh, I don't know. Funny things that go through your head. I can't be the only one that thinks silly things like that, though. Crafting along, but doing a C. Oh, nice. When the bedroom is in the roof space, it can only get hot, and the bees are nesting in the space between the roof and plasterboard. Okay. My friend's got a dormer bedroom, and yeah, they get very hot, stiflingly hot, actually. I've also, I'm hoping they say yes, but I've asked for them to push back my next launch to trial a new day. We're going to try a Tuesday or a Wednesday. That's what I've put forward. I'm waiting for the bosses to agree. It's also Christmas collection, and obviously, really, you do Christmas in July, but just because of the scheduling and stuff. So I just wanted to, I thought, well, this could be a good opportunity to trial a different launch day, just so that it's not always on a Friday. Some of you have mentioned that before. I think it'd be nice for some of you that if you work on a Friday, but maybe have a different day off in the week, and just to change it up a little bit. So at the moment, it's scheduled for next Friday, but it may well change to the following, that Tuesday or Wednesday of the following week. So yeah, just to let you know. I'll keep you posted though. Hang an old sheet or something outside your window and keep windows closed. I can't really do that. I can't hang a sheet out my window. I got bitten by a tiny spider yesterday on the sofa outside. Ow. Yeah, I know heat rises, so it might work opening the hatch to the loft. Yeah, it makes sense. I totally get the logic. I just don't know if I can do it on my own. So yeah, I don't know. Next door's in their garden, so you might hear some more noise. It's not like the lady in the yellow cardie though. It's the thing, when it's this hot, everybody's just trying to find the coolest place. Those trees though are nice, the top of the garden. I tell you something, when the craft room is at the top of the garden, I think it's going to be lovely. I could walk up there now and stand up there and it'll be cool because it's always got the trees. So I think that's going to be really nice when I am out there. So do a little bit of shading. I think these look very cute. He is a fun little character. I know, it's always the same, Jeanette. It was a heat. I remember doing Christmas cards last year and it was a heat wave. Right, I want a little bit of shading in a lighter colour. That'd be good. A little darker. Who's enjoyed the birthday celebrations though? The discounts, you know, all the tutorials that I shared. Obviously, we've got our little hop on Friday to conclude it all. Hopefully it's been good fun. Love that crocodile. He's cute. He is a fun one, this one. And then a little bit darker for the body. Yeah, it's a bit darker. Loved it all, Sam. Oh, thank you. Me. Hey, Yells. Yeah, that's Helen. Oh, is it Helen? Oh, I forget. Doing this card. We've already made it. I'm just decorating now. It's a style you've probably seen before. The video I saw was from Tanu Creative. I don't know if she's the original, but a lot of these, a lot of them come from pop-up cards. I've got his book. I've mentioned him before, Bannantine. He had a pop-up channel. He doesn't do it anymore, but he recreated and he'd done a lot of the pop-ups for a lot of the books that we know. So he's done a lot of all of these. I'm pretty sure he's done this, to be fair, on his channel, and he shows them just a simple concept, and then a lot of people take them and obviously make them into the cards that we see and stuff. So Duncan, that's his name. Duncan Bannantine. No, it wasn't. That's the guy who owns the... Oh my God, I need the book now. Where's my book? Yeah. What's he called? No, it is Duncan. What's the guy who owns the... What's the guy who owns the gym chain? It was Duncan. Birmingham. God. Tell me not to represent, and do influencing for these things. I'm terrible. Duncan Birmingham. This, the pop-up. It's a really good book. I've had it for a long time. And but he shows you like things like this, but you just take like that fold and then you can obviously turn it into different things. But you can see they're all, probably some of you follow him as well. I think it's called the Pop-Up Channel on YouTube. And he shows you the book then. So he does the pop-up and then he shows you a pop-up book with that mechanism. And some of those pop-up books are absolutely incredible. But yeah. Tutorial was great. The bundles were fab savings, but no good for Die Hard. I know. That's why I was doing all the tutorials with different ways to use them. It's been lovely. Yes, always getting together with you, Sam, and all the fellow muckers. Leslie, sorry. Too many names to remember. Yes, bought 2 bundles. One came today, so thank you very much. Oh, good. I love the birthday week. Great tutorials and got a bargain. I have that book too. Yeah, it's a good one, isn't it? I have this book too. Oh, yeah. I can't remember where I got it from. Must have been Amazon or something. Once you understand the basic concepts of paper folds, it's very easy to, and you don't mind playing around, you will soon create folds and yeah, go from there. I love it. Couldn't ever make a normal card. Even a quick card can't be just a simple fold. A quick card for me, if I had to do some kind of fold, would have to be like an easel or a pillar card. That's like a quick card for me. Oh, no, well, would make you laugh. It's not funny now, but last night Monty goes out for his evening last little wee, and then he comes in and he's looking at me, and one of his eyes is like this. I was like, oh no, he's got something in his eye. He wasn't showing any signs of pain. He wasn't bothered. In fact, as soon as I said, "Do you want a treat?" he was running straight to the treat bowl. But he was so tired. He was literally going like this as he was looking at me. So I messaged my friend who's the vet, and she said, we have always been taught anything to do with eyes, just take them up. It's not worth the risk. So I was like, right, okay. So I rung the vets, and he's looking at me as I'm speaking to the vet over the phone. Can you believe it? She said to me, just to let you know, because it's past 10:30, it would be £253 before we even do anything. Can you believe that? £253. But I know Monty. We all know our own dogs as well. Monty is, there's dramatic and then there's Monty on top of that. So you have to, the amount of times Monty's taken me to the vets and then it's ended up being nothing and he's cost me a load of money. So I'm not as panicky with him anymore. And he's just looking at me and he's going like this. And then he just fell asleep and I thought, I'm going to wait. So I stayed up late last night just to see how he got on. And he woke up again about half midnight and he was fine again. So I think he just got a bit of grit or something in his eye and it was just irritating him for a minute and then it went. But can you imagine if I got in the car, which I was very close to doing, and taken him to the vets? He would have cost me 253 plus then the consultation, which is 110. I would have been about £400 in and he would have been fine. It's because it's an unregulated industry. So every vet, everybody can do what they want. But there have been quite a lot of panorama things and investigations. I think it's getting picked up a lot more in government now. And I don't think it's going to be long before there comes some kind of regulations or something's got to come in. And I know there's people that would go, well, don't have a pet if you can't afford it. It's not to do with that. It's the greediness. I know. Yeah. He was poorly on a bank holiday Monday once. I'll never forget it. It cost me an arm and a leg. And it's the fact she told me before I even started talking, like she knew like it was bad as well, I think. They're supposed to be capping the emergency. These are things I've heard, Jeanette. I think it has to. Yeah, you can't. Where's that money going? What am I paying? You give me a valid reason why you need £253 from me. And you've not even seen my dog. And it's to pay for the vet to come out or for him to, to be there. 130 would cover you still. Can you imagine how many people are probably going up? This is the main hospital in Plymouth. There's a few, but that's one of the main ones. It's a big one. Can you imagine they're probably seeing 2 dozen people a night through a night. Plus then the operations and everything else, and then all your day-to-day. It is, yeah. I've got good insurance on Monty, and if he needed any operation, I'm covered. He's got lifetime cover. I'm sorted there. But just for those things... Anyway, he woke up this morning. As soon as I looked at him when he came up, I looked straight at him and his eyes were fine. I was like, yeah, you look... Yeah, they have to, don't they? Because it's not fair. Nothing needs to be like that. I do believe that insurances, I think, I think there should be... I've said it before in our chats. I do think that you should pay a license to have a pet. It will be a deterrent. You're never going to stop it. It's like any industry. There's always people that will break the rules. But I think it will put some people off who maybe aren't that bothered or just thinking they can just have a pet for Christmas and then get rid of it. It would put that kind of recklessness off, I think. If there was some kind of license that you needed. Like I said, there would always be someone. But I think it would help. And I think, yeah, there definitely needs to be some things put in place. Yeah, I know they do, Kay. It's just the way that she said it. Before I've rung up and it's not been like that before. I think it's gone up a load because the last time I had it, it was 100 and I think it was 110 before I even saw him. That was probably a good 2-3 years ago. So how can you warrant that increase? It's just terrible. You do need a dog license to have a dog here and that. Yeah. Do you have issues though, Avril? Do you think it's a good thing then having that license? Does it deter people? I can't believe we don't have one here. We did used to have a license a long time ago, and then under what government or for some reason it changed or stopped. I don't know. It's no different to when you buy a car. You pay your tax, you pay your MOT and all that lot. Well, and you pay your insurance. Well, I've got insurance, so why not have a license as well, So, yeah. Good job. I went with my gut. I wasn't being silly. And she did say on the phone, she said, look, just monitor him if he's not showing any discomfort. And if he's gone to sleep, then she said, just keep an eye on him. So she wasn't like, pushing me to bring him up either. And trust me, if he was yelping and screaming, he's my pride and joy, that dog. I would be up there and I would pay it, no hesitation. But it was just more for just a bit of guidance, really. I did get a cold compress. She said don't rub the eye or anything, but I just literally just put it and just held it there. I think he liked the cool relief, to be fair, as well. But she said it just encourages him to close his eye, and then as he's moving his pupil, it might shift whatever was in there, and I think it probably did. Okay, that's the thing. But I think it'd be something that maybe like the vets would have to. I don't know. There's got to be a way, but. It was 47p the last time I renewed it. 47p? What was 47p? You are supposed to have your dogs and cats license here in the States, but not everyone know. Like I said, you always get those breaking the rules. It's like there's people that drive a car without insurance, without a license. So it always happens, but it's not everyone, you know. I don't know. I said there's a lot more bigger things being spoken about in government than pet licenses. The worst thing is that the actual vet you see probably would only have been paid a fraction. I know. Well, this one is, it is a privately owned one, so the money ain't going far from the vets. But my friend's leaving that vet. She's actually gave her notice in for that company. She said they don't align with my morals. She's now working for the PDSA. She said they're a lot more in line with what I believe. It's charity based, and she's going to start working for the PDSA in August. And I know I messaged her. I said, "Do I need to be changing my vet?" She said, "No." She said the vet care is brilliant. She said it's not that. She said it's them, it's the people and stuff. So I don't know. I may end up going with her. Maybe when you buy a pet, it would have to be insured. But yeah, see, I got Monty from it was all done properly, you know. So I know I done it the right way, but it is hard to govern. I get it. I just wish, I don't know, just wish some people didn't just buy them willy nilly, you know. There used to be a compulsory dog licensing, but it stopped. Yeah, it was quite a long time ago. Anyway, right, we've got our 6 crocodiles. I'll do some grey shading on his eyes in a minute. Let's just play around with these first. What time are we on? Oh, it's okay. So we could have him on the front, and then I could just back it with some white, just so that that's obviously sorted there. You could do reverse stamping, but I'm not going to do all of that. And then, like I said, they can be stuck right onto there. His head is better for that, I think. So that's when it looks better that way, because he would come out there. Oh, I don't know which orientation to have this. We'll die cut a load of leaves in a minute. Let me just cut a few more, or just one more of him in white, because I'll need to back one of them for the front. You're bound to see a little bit of it. Which orientation do you think I should have it? Yeah, I did the googly eyes, I think, I did one where there was floating panels. Maybe that's what someone was thinking of before. It was like 4 panels and I had all of them on there. That looked good. Good for her. I'm sure she'll, yeah, should be a lot happier for sure. And she's a bloody good, you know, at her job. She's one of only a few in the region who has a certain qualification on rare breeds as well. So she deals with like reptiles, snakes, all that kind of stuff. She really knows her stuff. She absolutely loves it. Australian vet costs are just outrageous. Yeah, it's terrible. I believe it's important to have pet insurance, not just for treatment they might need, but for third-party liability. Yeah, we live on a main road. Oh gosh, yeah. No, you're right, 100%. Yeah, like I said, I've got a really good cover, so I'm pretty much sorted with him in any, you know, kind of situation. So at least that's sorted. That looks nice there. He could also be upside down. Has anyone said about the calls reverse stamping, kissing? Yeah, reverse kissing. Yeah, I've heard that one as well. So if I just stick him, as long as he stays, doesn't overhang that side there, then he will hide underneath. Although, yeah, because I've cut the aperture, but it wouldn't matter if he didn't hide because the card wouldn't show that anyway. I could add some leaves underneath. Might have them a bit higher. I might just trim that. Like I said, I wasn't sure if I was going to use all of that anyway. I'm going to take that down. I want you to kind of not really see this. I'll have some leaves. I'll bring them up a bit higher. Stick him there. They are good vets, to be fair. I've never ever had any. They're always lovely. And Monty has he's not scared of going there. Because although I've got the main hospital, I take him to the local. There's like 3 then, like kind of smaller ones, and it's just up the road. And they are never ever had any issues with them. And I don't feel I've got any reason to leave, you know. It's only because my friend won't be there. They don't do insurance. Oh, really? Oh, I've gone over. Until I've not made this one before. Don't go over your little spot there. So the only thing with the quick grab glue, if you, I don't even need that bit really. Until you make this yourself, you'll realise there's bits you don't need. If you're sticking directly onto this, which I am, I didn't even need these panels. I could just stick them straight into the triangle bit. So yeah, you can see I'm pretty much got rid of all of that because I only need them to be on that, and then I can build up all of the, you know, stuff around the leaves and stuff. You only need a little bit of glue. I vote portrait. So the way I've got it, oh, thank you. Yeah, it's good. Once it's all decorated, it's going to look really cool. As long as he's got room, just sit him in like so. Okay. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you can see him because it's going to get covered this bit anyway. Like I could have him coming down there. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And not everyone, like I said, you won't all cut your aperture out. So you just need to give it a chance to actually grip. I have some leaves there so you don't see the bottom of him. And he's upside down that way. It looks good though coming out. Where's the one with, oh no, I've stuck the wrong one. That one wasn't meant to go on there anyway. And it's too thick. He's for the front. He's for here. And I'm going to have leaves underneath him. Portrait looks great. Yeah, we'll stick with portrait. Right. Do again. Because you could have him pop out that way and put the stuff underneath that way, but I think he's better this way. Some people will put photos. She had just plain on hers, but there was another post below with one that was made and it had photos on it. But just make sure it stays right in that fold. You're probably better doing it, close it like that, and then you know, can you see you can push it into the fold because you don't want it going past that, otherwise you won't be able to open it. So up to £40 a month now, never claimed yet. I need to renew mine. Mine's £54 a month because I've got to have, because Monty's breed, they're prone to IVDD. So that is a higher, like a premium on his insurance, which I knew before I got him. I researched it all. You know, it wasn't a shock. Also, he's coming across even more now. He's going to interfere with that side, isn't he? I don't want him like that. I want him more like that. Right, you can see how many times you can move it. But yeah, I'll get it right in a minute. I want him more like that. And then the leaves can cover that bit. Yeah, there we go. Right, so just play around. You might have to do a template. That's what I want. And I'll just cover that with leaves on the bottom of him. That's better. So we'll do that one. I could have my sentiment or something there. Or should I have the sentiment there? Leaves there. Let's do... So it could be like he could just stick in there. He could stay there. And then we could have another one. So there's like 3 of them. What about that? That looks quite cool. How does that look? Oh, no, you can't. Although he could come in like that. Or I think what you're going to see there now. Or maybe I could have him, if I back another one, he could be upside down. I'm changing it so much. I'm so bad. But that's why we like the lives now. I'm going to take all that off because I'm not using any of that. Not for these little characters anyway. I think I've got a few leaves already cut in another set, so I'll use those. Yeah, if I have him like that, because he goes that way. Yeah, let's try him. He is funny. His little snout's probably going to stick out, but look, you don't see it, so that doesn't matter. Yes, upside down looks really good. Ragnar's was over 700 last year, and he was only 1 year old. It was fine. Said you gotta, yeah, be 100%. You've got to make sure this glue is dry. You might find a red tape, but then you won't be able to reposition it as much as I am. Let me just let that dry a sec, and let's do, we're going to have a couple of sentiments as well, so I want to make sure I get room for that. So we're going to have Let's Go Wild on Your Birthday on the front, which is going to be like up here with the leaves and stuff around it, and then inside it's going to have a snappy birthday. So I know I want to do that. And then, yeah, I've got some leaves and stuff left over from another set, from the leaves and vines. I'm going to use those. Just, yeah, time's all right, but I don't go too far over. I need your help. Is a congrats on a wedding or congrats on a wedding day? Congrats on your wedding, congrats on your... I think both. I wouldn't be offended with either. Congrats on your wedding. Yeah, congrats. Yeah, I'm not bothered. I wouldn't look at it too deep. That's just me. But I don't think people... I had so many... When I look back at my wedding cards, I wouldn't have been offended or yeah, I don't think it matters. Some people have more than one wedding day anyway. They have a whole weekend of different things. So the whole thing is then a wedding, isn't it? And you say you're going to a wedding. You don't say you're going to a wedding day. So, yeah. Thanks, Deborah. Oh. Didn't like that one. Why are you not stamping? I've not had it on that. That's not happened before. Oh, it's hang on a minute. I've got this. That's gone under it. Hang on, let me stamp the bottom and stuff again. I'm gonna have to move the birthday. I've gone over because I've cut them. That'll teach me. Oh, I bet I've moved it now, haven't I? Yeah. Oh, well, I'll have to do it again. Try on that. No, I hate them to cut into a whole piece of white card just for a little sentiment. Oh, there we go. When you next do big words, could we have an R? Hour. Yeah. Right, I'm going to stamp these separate. I think I'm going to do this. Right, if I do that one up here, it's all right when you cut them because you want to use bits of them, but then when you want it all together, you messed it up. Right, let's go wild. Get rid of that. That doesn't look right, does it? Is it right? I don't know. No, there's definitely something wrong with it. There's a big air bubble underneath it though. You can see it. Okay. Just got to be a bit more. If you get air bubbles, it's really sometimes hard to push through them. There we go. Let's go wild. And I'm just going to, I should have lined that up. Totally balls this up. I'll have to work. It is what it is. When you next open that one, either wouldn't bother me the fact you made the card. Yeah, exactly. I think so. I think I can get away with that. Doesn't look too bad. It's a little bit wonky. I could always cut it all separate again. That'll be all right. Someone messaged you about Testaments all finished now as of today. I don't know what I'm up to. I've been watching Game of Thrones again. I'm on season 4. I've been a little bit addicted to that again. I want to watch House of Dragons. So I thought, oh, if I watch that again, I know it's the prequel to it, but I just thought, just get me in the mood. I don't even think that's straight. The whole thing's crooked. Yay! That looks good. We do need one there or something though. Let's go wild on your birthday with leaves and stuff around it. I don't want you to see that when it opens, which you won't. And then snappy birthday to you is going to go, I think, there. Or do I change that? I don't know. Oh, I've cut all that down as well. I want them as they are this time. Usually I don't. It is good. I really like it. And once everything else is all added to it, it's going to look fun. Once we've got, like I said, the leaves and stuff. because that looks quite good, doesn't it, seeing it like that? Maybe I do that instead and I don't have that one, because then at least then it reads from both sides. If I cover it with leaves, and then we can just have, you know, he could be there. We could have another one like, I need to get another one down here. Maybe he could be, that's 5. That's an odd number. Could do that. In fact, I could marry him up there. That would look quite good. Yeah, I think that looks better. Right, let me grab the leaves and vines. Did I put it in with leaves and vines, or did I move it in with my... Let me just look where I put the rest of those with the animals. See, they're good. I might use those. I've got loads of them. And then let me just check leaves and vines. I think I put that back. Oh, yeah, we've got all these. Not the colours, but certainly the greens. And I think if I pop them up on some foam, get them stuck down, and then just feed in the leaves and stuff all behind this, and just mix in some of those, I think that'll look good. ER is fun. I love ER. Love ER. I watched The Housemaid, was it, with Spencer from Yellowstone, 1923. That was a good film. What a twist as well. I thoroughly enjoyed that. And if I pop that on, now he's hidden behind there, but you have another one, and now we can just decorate it. I mean, he could go on the back where you write your message. I've just got so many of these. We could afford to have a few. Mix them in. This would go well as well with my, what was the one I launched with the clover and the horseshoe, the cowboy one. You got a horseshoe in that one as well. Yeah, that looks good behind him. Thank you everyone. Yeah, just go, you know, some might just want to do it like that. You can just stop it, you know, as and when. Just make sure it all closes up and everything. It's kind of hidden away. I do like that one there. Oh. I'll put the other ones over the top. A congregation of, what is that, what it's called? Are they called a congregation, Kay? Is that why you've wrote that? Fascinates me, all these names for different, you know, like a school of fish. What's a flock of flamingos? Congregation. Kind of, I want these stuck behind them because they look good when they move. It's funny because both my neighbours have got grandchildren and it's half term, so obviously they're doing like childcare when the parents are working. It's just funny listening to some of them through the day. Like in the mornings, it's all jovial. By the end of the day, it's like, "Will you two stop fighting?" And it's just like my mum when she's had Charlie and stuff. Yeah, it's all nice at the start, and then afterwards, it's like, yeah, I'm ready. And I saw the ones outside. They were like, you could hear them having their dinner in the evening, like probably a glass of wine, just like, yes, relax, they've gone. A Murder of Crows? No, it's not, Karen. Is it? Is it really? You having me on? This does look good. Gotta run. No problem, Linda. They're all falling out with each other. A Murder of Crows. Oh, I don't want to see them then. It's almost too sinister. Don't like the sound of that. So something bad's going to happen. I don't think the front needs that much, to be honest, because it's it's so good. I love this. My favourite is a puddle of platypus. Oh, baby platypus is a puddle. Oh, what cute name. I just think platypus is a great name anyway. Parliament of Owls. Where do they get these names from? They're brilliant. Let's get some googly eyes. Whether they're holding the humidity because they slipped off. I remember I was doing a launch once and it was really hot and I had googly eyes, and they were falling off everything. They just wouldn't stick. I could use red tape, I suppose. So we haven't used the monkey in the end. I don't think we need it. I do feel like I need one more though. You could be there. That looks quite good. I know I said I'd put him inside, but I just feel we need 5. We need an odd number inside the card. Yeah, because that's how it's displayed open. I mean, you could disguise. If you wanted to do reverse stamping, I think that would be good to do that. I could still do that and tuck it in. So you might see that when I do my little reels for Instagram. I might end up putting the face there. It kind of feels like it needs it now. And then there's all 6 for 6th birthday. Oh yeah, I need a number 6. I could do 6 there, couldn't I? But then technically there's 7. 6 inside. The Creeper Zebras is a dazzle. I think I've heard that one before. That does ring a bell. A dazzle. Yeah, I don't need to colour the eyes actually, do I? Because they're going to be covered. We'll see how they hold up. So if they come off, I'll have to replace them with, can't even pick them up, with red tape. The exact size as well. The same ones I've used before. The glue eventually dries. It's just with the humidity right now and how hot it is in the craft room. Nothing's really drying like it usually would. Yeah, like that. Perfect card. Giraffes is a tower. What colour should I do the number 6? I'm thinking orange. Can't believe we're doing a number 6 for Charlie. Just think I've made every birthday card with you guys. And hopefully it'll be the same for Poppy. I don't think these are going to stay on for long. I already feel them slipping off. This is the first birthday actually Charlie's not, because they've got Poppy, they're not having a party at the house. He's always had a house party, like a barbecue, but because Poppy's still so young, my sister doesn't want obviously loads of people in the house like that with the baby and stuff, so they're gonna just have a few family round, and then he's gonna do something with his friends. I was like, oh my god, he's growing up. Soon he'll be like, no, I'm just having 2 friends round, that's it. Don't want a party, don't want to see anyone. And then his embarrassing aunt can come round, give him those kisses on the cheek. Dark green or black and silver. So I feel it needs a nice bright colour for the number. $19, wow. There's the ones with eyelashes on here as well. I wanted to have a few girl crocs. I've got more in here. Simon stopped wanting a party at 8. Isn't it like, oh no? Might have to put this card in the fridge. You hear it? That is such a awesome. I bloody love this. You know, you just really like stuff when you make it. Love it. Right, let's do a big number 6. I'm going to do orange. Sorry, I just think orange would look quite cool. I was a bad auntie. My sister's got paid back. What they do. It's got to be done, isn't it? Oh, see someone saying black. Jeanette's saying a black 6. Do you think black? I think a nice bright colour, no? Numbers. I don't think it really matters, they're both the same. I'll do 6th. So I'll do the TH. Big 6 there. Yeah, that will sit there perfectly. I'm going to try the orange. Maybe more of a rusty. What have we got here? A little bit more toned down. We'll go with that one. Pop it up on some foam. And hopefully next month I will be back to normal with my fun folds as well on my normal YouTube. It's just this month it's all been about Made to Surprise. I've had design work, we've had bank holidays, I was off for a week. I've just not posted anything on my YouTube channel, so it's been neglected, but obviously there's been loads going on Made to Surprise, so there's still been loads of content, but it's just pulled me away from that this month. But I will get back to it. I've got the farmyard, like that bay window pop-up one, obviously this one, and I've got a pile, I've got a stack of cards that I've got to get out on the channel, so they will be coming. Definitely a bright number, yeah, I think so. Ooh. Yeah, that looks nice. And I'll give it, I'll give them both cards, it doesn't matter. You can have 2 cards from me. Ah. I'm going to pop that up in a little bit of foam as well. Oh, I don't know if you can hear it. It's like a little squeal. Every now and then it's like a little squeal noise. It's the same noise Monty makes when he's at the bottom of the stairs in the morning. If he's there before my alarm goes off, right? So the other morning I heard that because the windows are all open. And I'm going, yeah, go on, come up. And I'm asleep. I'm going, go on, let me come. I have to hype him up. Go on, yeah, I'm here. Come on, I'm awake. And he wasn't doing it, but I could still hear the noise, and I got really moody. I got up, stormed up, went downstairs. He was still in bed. It's that bloody animal, bird, whatever it is, making that noise. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Don't know what it is. But it sounds just like Monty in the morning at the bottom of the stairs. They want him. He was still asleep. I went downstairs. He didn't even move. I'm like storming down the stairs. I was like, told you can bloody come up. And he's under the covers in the living room. I was like, oh, sorry. What's that? Double the love with 2 cards. Yeah. Oh, I'm okay. I like a kid on Christmas. Oh, what did I miss? Sorry, I was asking about. Oh, I think you're chatting amongst yourselves. I like it now. You have a green border around the number. I love it. I'll do the little TH and stuff, but just conscious of the time. It's already 10 past. You know what I'm like. I've got to get other bits done. Can't hear it. You not hear that? I know, I've got the app, I will. There you go. So yeah, it's like a double, so it's more of a wiper, isn't it? It's like a little double wiper. No? Should we call it that? I'll have a look. Like you said, someone did say what she called it. I think I'm going to call it a double wiper. I'm going to do different for the YouTube video. Might do flowers. But yeah, but like I said, dig out your twist and pop mechanism, because I think some of you can just use that. I think it's lovely. I am going to, like I said, stamp a reverse image there as well. Oh yeah, Lynette, you love it. Oh, I need to do the frame really on that side, don't I? Maybe that's what it's missing. So yeah, a few little bits to add to it, but you'll see them when I do the YouTube video. I've got a little bit of the white there that I could probably, maybe if I add a couple of leaves around the number 6. Yeah, look, just to kind of, I'll play around. I always do afterwards anyway. She called it a mini pop-up explode. Oh, someone didn't, oh, someone wrote something different earlier. Okay, mini pop-up explosion card. Yeah, it's more, it's got a bit more oomph to it, isn't it, then? But it doesn't pop up, it wipes, you know? That movement is like twist, you know, twist and pop. Then they pop, I don't know. Double wiper window. Here we go now with all the different names. I love it. Now I have to catch up and see how you did it. It's very, very easy, Rach. Honestly, it's the twist and pop mechanism. It's dead easy. But that mechanism will fit in any size card. So, and you can put any size panel on as long as it just play around. Just whatever you stick down, make sure it closes and it's all hidden. But just do the main little cross bit. Everything else you can make up yourself. Oh, thank you, Carol. It pops out rather than up. Yeah. We'll have a play around anyway, but I love it. Just a bunch of crocodiles. I think it's super fun. And they all move as well. Their eyes aren't moving, are they? Oh, they have stuck. It's a bit cooler today, I guess. Right. And it displays really nicely because you see little bits of them. Look, depending on how far out, you know, you can have it, because that bit acts as a support. So even pulled right out, it does stand up. Whereas if you didn't have that, that card would topple. So that does act as a little support. So if you do shorter, bear that in mind, because you won't have that anchoring the bottom, so it might topple forward. So you might have to have it more like a right angle. But play around, like I said, see what you do. Yeah. And I'll probably put some glaze on the 6 as well. Super swipe card, swipe surprise. Double swipe. It is. It's a swipe, isn't it? Swipe. It's like a twist, a wipe, swipe. Did you do the mechanism? Like, yeah. Just go rewind back to the start, and you'll see it. It's 2 by, I can't remember, 2 by something anyway. Did you have it? Oh, let me hold it up now. Let me flip around so you can just quickly see. And I'll just put the main light on. You can see it this way. That's how it all looks. Cool. Swipe of the tail. It takes a minute for my screen to update. There you go. So yeah, so tomorrow I'll try and get one of these tutorials up and out. I've got another one as well. I've got a pile of them. And then Friday, like I said, I'll be live, but won't be until 11, because at 10 we've got a little mini YouTube hop made to surprise and friends. There's 4 people. I will reveal and all the information tomorrow. Some of you probably already know. And yeah, just a nice little final kind of end to the month of celebrations. Just a way for me to say thank you, and nice, you know, 4 more tutorials, fun ways to use the products, and 4 new items that are being added into the reductions. Oh no, are they all? No, I think some of them might already be in it, but it's more inspired. Anyway, you'll see it all. It's just a nice little hop. But I thought if that goes live at 10, you've got an hour to watch it, and then you've got me at 11 then to do the Friday mix and match. And we're going to do the waterfall with a space theme. That was what I said, didn't I? So yeah, should be a nice one. Yeah, sneaky peek. I will do that on Friday. I'll start them on Friday. See some of you tomorrow evening on my live with Simone. Oh, Benita's live tomorrow. Thumbs up, everyone. Oh, thank you. Sneaky peek. No, I'll do it on Friday. I'll share them on Friday. Right. Yeah. Take care, everybody. Thank you as always for joining, and I will see hopefully a lot of you again on Friday. All right. Take care. Bye. Oh, get the right one. There we go.